Hello there! This is going to be another recording of Goryo's Vengeance. I haven't made any changes to the deck yet. Still trying to work on and improve. I might consider making deck changes after this, but I just, I want to play it out several times before I consider making any changes just due to my lack of experience, but enough of that. Alright, so results of second session. So domain, this is kind of the sideboard I built out. Don't sign out the Goryo's plan. Izzet Prowess. This is kind of what we build as the sideboard plan, Boros energy, so we worked a bit more on some sideboard plans. Focus is to mulligan 30% more aggressively. Needs to be looking for hands doing things more powerfully than just interacting with my opponent, such as Solitude plus Frog hands. So it needs to have it has to have more than just an interaction decision, right? It needs to be actively working towards something. So that's as a whole kind of what I'm going to be working from. So we're going to go ahead and start with the first match. Alright, first match. Here we go. Alright, on the play. Okay. A lot of this is just going to be interaction, which with the Goryos I could potentially just surveil, but I feel like if it's just all interaction, I don't know if I want to keep it. Okay. This works a little better. I think in this position, turn two. With this, I think I'm willing to pitch the Ephemerate just to be able to go both either the Frog or the Faithful options. Alright, I say Godless Shrine. I think I'm going to find Meticulous Archive here. Alright, they're taking a second. Included Delta. I'm gonna be, I was guessing Faithful or the Frog. Maybe I keep it just to be able to drop it on a later period. Alright. Alright, Undercity Dimir at least. Alright. Flooded Strand could be Esper, it could be the Mirror. But Flooded Strand isn't enough information to be able to go for that yet. Okay, looks like probably Dimir? Thoughtseize? Yeah. Alright, so in this position, they're probably going to take Thoughtseize. So they're probably going to take one of these based on what's available. Alright. They take the Goryos. Tanya? Preordain? Preordain. It looks like a Dimir Control deck. They may have a Faithful for Force Negation, but if I'm doing that, although they could have Subtlety based if the Frog is there. Third land would be nice to be able to suss out my opponent. White, blue, Faithful. No third land, I think. Don't think I need the Solitude here. So, alright. I have the second Faithful. I need a third land at this point. So, let's try a Faithful while we're here to see if we can just do that. Alright. Third land. I think in this position, I'm going to pitch the Frog just so I have more routes to interact from here. Although Thoughtseize, the 6 cards in hand. Frog could be nice to recover. Do I need the Thoughtseize at this point? I don't think I need the Thoughtseize at this point. Alright, the Trax is nice, so it at least gets us in a direction. Although, at this point, if I hit the Goryos, then I'll definitely want the Thoughtseize, but I think playing towards the Psychic Frog and Riddler is a more powerful option. Frog. Third land? Third land. Alright, fourth land. I think with this position, even if they kill my frog, I'll still be relatively happy. Blue and black. Okay, I don't think I'm hurting for life total, so I'll just pick up, play some, see if they drop a subtlety on my Riddler. They might also just fatal push. What are we waiting for? Subtlety, fatal push. Can I do something here? I actually have something in hand. Maybe they pitch the subtlety so they can. But the problem is frog to frog, but they also have 3 cards and move that, and they can pitch to kill that one. Alright. Enter. ETB. Okay. So, I at least have a Goryo's plan for potentially next turn. Alright, so fatal push. Yeah, it looks like it. Cool. Yeah, this is the problem with pitching the Thoughtseize, but I figured playing Psychic Frog into Riddler was a more powerful option than anything. 4 cards in hand. If playing for Solitude would be okay, but definitely playing towards the Goryos at this point. Alright, so let's think about this. So, say they go to combat, we pitch the Solitude, they hit with a Subtlety because they're holding at least 4 mana, and then we try to Goryos. Or they could try to do on the end step. We're going to cast any spells? Subtlety. Let's try it. Okay, that's annoying, but it's not the end of the world. Still have the Faithful Engrave. Yeah, that was what I was worried about, the Force Negation, but I felt with how many cards they had in hand and them doing this, I felt like it was a decent option in case they had some counter spells. So, it's annoying, but it's not the end of the world, at least. I could have played around that and just waited until their turn, but I was just worried about the amount of mana, so mana I felt was a more relevant situation than card total. another subtlety in this situation. I think I'm okay with them drawing a card because it allows me to dig more with Faithful. Alright, but 13, so we're at 4, 8, 12, so we're currently at a 4-turn clock. If they bump with the frog, they can do more damage, but 5. If they try to Fonzies me, then I might just try Solitude. Okay. Not enough to cast the Riddler right now, which I don't think I want to do in this position. They're holding a bunch of mana, being able to just kind of do stuff to the Riddler. In this position, I'm probably trying to Faithful. Casting any spells? Another subtlety. Are they baiting out interaction here? Although, if they cast subtlety, I cast Faithful, they counter it, and then I Solitude. The Psychic Frog. Not in the worst spot in the world. I wish I had that 5th land here. I wish I could go for the 5th land. That would be nice. I feel like I have to take another hit right now, so it'd be 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I go to 5. Okay. I think that's what I have to do here. Six, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. So we're gonna go up to 10 and then it's a 2-turn clock at this point. I at least navigated it decently so far. Although Faithful plus I'm obviously playing towards this, but what if I do the Faithful into Goryo? Is that a better route to be able to both refill and although if I hit the Goryo stuff would be nice too here. Alright, Riddler. And then okay. Let's see. 2, 3, 2, 5, 8. So that's 7, that'd be 9, 10, 11, 12. So at this point, Solitude, hit the Psychic Frog, block the Subtlety, and then I go to 10 and go to back to 7 and beat it to 6. Alright. Weird position I'm in. They have a Riddler in exile too. which is good for them. So we're both in the position of trying to recover our resources, although they're in much more of a commanding seat. 2 cards. Alright, what are you pitching? Thoughtseize. Yeah, doesn't seem relevant at this point in the game. Don't think they're likely to be able to do it here. Okay. I think I want more weight at this point. And let's see what happens. Eliminate the card draw, eliminate discard outlet with Riddler. As flying, so I'm just. God damn it, I forgot there. Yeah. Cool. I forgot that Solitude. They have flying. Great, cool. Psychic Frog. Dispute. Thoughtseize. And a Fairy. And Celestial. Those all seem relevant. The Celestial hits the Frog, which is the worst card for me in this situation. The Subtleties are hit by disputes. Maybe instead of the Celestial, because I can still hit it with everything else. Alright. Pest Control's coming out. Emperor doesn't seem likely to be relevant, although its ability to do subtlety bullshit is relevant. Let's see. Casting Force Negations, but if I'm going to try and actually play towards their turns rather than mine, I think I pick on the Emperor. I don't think it's likely to be relevant. Alright, round 3 there. Spell Snare. I only ever saw that, but I think they're likely to run counter spells, so maybe I take that out. Alright. Solitudes are relevant, but I don't know how relevant. 3 cards. Maybe this is a battle of who frogs first, and then just able to go frog to frog. So maybe Fable, because they could play Bowmaster, and that could be a problem. So maybe I take out Fateful in this matchup, because I want some number of Thoughtseize. It's just be able to go against the control deck. Because, like, if I had a Thoughtseize, I get with that Goryos, if the Fateful wasn't as awkward, and I think that would have been decent for me. So I think I'm going. I'm at 4 here. 5. The only thing relevant is just stopping the frog and using the subtlety. Maybe that's an axis I play on. And then just go down to 4 in that route. Yeah, I think maybe that. Alright, I'm gonna play again. 2 lands. I should have out as much as I want. I got the frog, I have the Goryos, I have Solitude. No white card for Solitude, but if I can be able to do that, that'd be real nice. So maybe in this position, I go. I think I want the Shadowy, even if they hit me with a turn 1 Thoughtseize. Although, in this position, if they hit me with a turn 1 Thoughtseize, maybe they take the frog, and then I'm kind of playing in an awkward position trying to hit for something. So maybe I go for Polluted Delta first, just to try and kind of hit their hand a little bit, even if I hit a Surveil. Yeah, I think I'd do that. Alright. So, shadowy, black, blue. Okay, definitely want the watery grave then. So what we're working with here. Yeah, I'm glad I brought out the faithfuls for that. Let's see. Threats or interaction at this point. I think I'd take the mystical. They don't have a route to counter that. Everything else is pretty much creature based. So the Orcish Bowmaster can hit, but if they try to hit once, I think I could do that. I think that's what I do. Alright, hit the mystical. Of course, Harbinger could be annoying late game, but with everything else in hand, alright, that's fine. I think I keep another piece of interaction in this position. Okay. So they played the island, they played the polluted delta next. Be nice to have a third land, but we'll see what happens. They have a flooded strain, so they're holding up the polluted delta. I don't know why. Why would you do that? They're holding up they're holding up a Bowmaster. So that's what they're doing. Black, and I think in this position I'm okay. Because I've got the mystical disputes even then. Even if they play a Bowmaster, they hit me. Alright. Ready with Bowmaster? Surveilling! Ooh, look at you, fancy little fucker. You going for the Harbinger? Because I'm still a very blue mana base, so it's not the worst in the world for me if you do. Okay. Harbinger. Okay. Cuts off their black mana. Alright, so what are we considering in our options at this point? Okay, so we have 3 cards in hand. It's exactly these 3. And let's go ahead and roll for Riddler. They already hit the polluted delta, so they have 1 unknown card in hand. Discard. Can't play Bowmaster if they're doing like that. Okay. The Harbinger, I think, hits them more than it hurts me right now. I think I made a better Thoughtseize decision there, where I hit the Mystical Dispute of the Force Negation because my hand was more creature based. I think that works really well for me. And they can even cast anything here. I mean, they can't. So. Okay. I think I just pulled up what I have in hand right now, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. You want to swing it at me? No? Okay. Can't cast that, but. Yeah, I think they made the mistake by attacking like that. If they hit a subtlety, I don't even care. Because I have double. Alright. So I don't cast the Riddler next turn. I just kind of keep playing this out. I think I provoke out a little bit just like that. Make them think I have a black man. Oh. No, I think I still do it. Don't want to kill the Harbinger here. No, I think I can just hold off. Even if they go to 1, I think I'm in a good spot. They're kind of just stranded more than anything. Creating. Interesting. I think I do that. I think I try to cancel out their mana. Sure. You can't even pay black mana, dude. If you have a subtlety. Okay. So they have counterspell, they have Force of Negation, and Fishbow Masters. I think my draws are generally more impactful than theirs. Although I could just don't think I attack. I think I just chill. Cool. Alright. That felt real nice, honestly. Like, the Harbinger just tied them off more than anything. So, gotta be careful about that, but, yeah. Alright, at least makes us go to a Bat Beam 3. No second land, which is unfortunate. This hand would be just about perfect. Great, 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 great. Moldified. It's okay. Oh, it's gonna be a mold of 4. That's gonna be rough. Alright. Well, that's about the best damn thing I've seen yet. Okay. So we'll put 4. Seems like my best option. Thoughtseize. Okay. So I definitely only want double blue, so probably that's actually a really hard decision to make. Alright, so let's see what we're playing around. Undercity Sewers or Meticulous. I think I go Undercity Sewers. Let's see. Yeah, I think I go that just in case of Goryo's. Sure. Yes, I can just have the 3rd land for the Riddler. Bowmaster. Or, yeah, Bowmaster. Cool. This is gonna be rough, but it's not the end of the world. And they just draw with Thoughtseize on me and I'm just fucked. Okay. Psychic Frog. I think I dispute. Just so they have less interaction against me. I don't know if they have a dispute on me. Maybe I'm just fucked. Okay, draw 2. Goryo's. Not much else going here. I can still recover this, but it's starting to get kind of rough. Yeah, this one feels more like I just lost to my moles than anything. Although, it's not the end of the world yet, but it's definitely rough. So, you know, if I could directly draw into a, if I could draw into the Faithful, that'd be nice. At this point, I might just be playing towards casting the Riddler to try and block anything at this point. Because, yeah. Alright. We're doing something active. They have another Batmaster, that's brutal. 8. So that's 4 turn clock. Okay. So this is my life at this point. 2-turn clock. Doesn't really meaningfully change the direction there. Maybe I should have brought in a Wrath with the Bowmasters and the Frog, but I feel like that's not the direction I was playing towards, because this is just their big game grinders. Let's see, 5, 6, drop another Bowmaster, kill me. Okay. Alright, let's see what we draw. Great. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Awesome, awesome. Alright, well, that's match 1. That was annoying. If I had even 1 life, maybe I could have done a double Goryos, although if I had that, maybe I should have played towards that. But I couldn't have known this was going to happen, so I think it's okay. Yeah. So let's see how it played out. They just had a decent amount of interaction. The only place I could have predicted on that game 1 was maybe the Goryo's Vengeance holding for the end of their turn rather than the end of my turn, because I thought they were just going to be tapped out of mana, even if they had the Force. But maybe the situation is that I should have thought through that a little more concisely, because if I can hold up, although they might be incentivized just to hold it there, it's... I think I was trying to play around with counter spells more than anything. Counter spells with how much mana they had to cast the Subtlety. Although, if they're casting the Subtlety, maybe the narrative is that they're holding up the Force of Negation. The issue is also maybe I should have put the Thoughtseize. Game 2, I played smart. So I think I made some minor errors that I was trying to play around a different direction about the counter spells, and I was like, okay, well, if they have it here with 4 cards in hand, they have to have a Force of Negation, where if they have it on their turn, then they have counter spells, and that's what I'm more concerned about, mana rather than cards. Although, if I'm presenting the black land and the white and with Abstraction Engrave, then maybe the way I should have interpreted it is that they have the Force. Should have interpreted that I have Goryo, so they can feel safely casting the Subtlety and still have the Force up on my turn. Felt like I was more concerned about the counterspell, but maybe points of evaluation should have been more relevant. But game 2, I think I played it smart. They cast the Harbinger. They felt like they were pressured just to eliminate combo potential. If they had the Nile, but they couldn't have known how relevant the Bowmaster was going to be in that position, so they felt it. But why would you do that? Wouldn't you want to cast have a basic land open? They know I'm a significantly blue base, so maybe that was their critical error. Game 3, I just lost to a real rough mole. Maybe I could have gone a little bit of a direction, but I felt like the Riddler to be able to draw more cards was my best route at that point. So, first match, rough, but that is how it is. Okay, I'll be on the play. A little awkward in terms of mana. Would be nice to have Surveil. I feel like this is a risk, but with everything here, I feel like I want to keep it. So I guess that's what we're doing. Alright, so I'm starting with 7. I haven't responded yet. Yeah, this mana is almost perfect. If I had 1 white mana, I would have been so happy with this, but it's not the worst in the world. At its worst, I end up casting Riddler turn 2 and warping it to draw an extra card, which I'm not going to be happy with. But, you know, if that's what you're working with, everything here is just pretty much perfect. 7 cards. No turn 1 play. So, if they're playing black, they can potentially Thoughtseize. Alright. So, they're definitely taking some time on their own plays. Luckily, my land base is only one here. White. Blue. Warpin. Okay. If they drop a path here, then it might be Ponza. Okay. Really slow start for whoever this is. Cycle. Okay. No white mana. Alright. If they destroy a land, yes. This is the awkward part. That black, that white, that blue. What's better for me to find here? Blue draws me into more cards. I feel like I have to do that. Ponza, it looks like. Well, best I got right now. How much? Yeah, they can sense weakness here, so I'm in a real awkward spot. Alright. How much is Boros Ponza? About 4.6% of the meta right now. So, it's just going to be annoying for me. Yes, I need the white mana at this point. Rest in peace? Hyman? Destroy Emperor? Oh, that's gonna be fucking annoying. It's not the worst in the world, but it's gonna be interesting. Alright. What are we trying to do here? I think in this position, I'm trying to do a Faithful Gristle, and then potentially do that. Then destroy. Prismatic. I think this is the least likely to be relevant. No, it doesn't matter at this point. This is awkward. It's going to be annoying to be playing through, but if I can draw a black mana, it'd be nice. Yeah, I took a greedy play with the lands and just playing against the deck that punishes it to hell. Okay, just kind of burn out the removal if I can. Alright. Alright, let me go check on my bread. I'll be right back. Alright. Alright, back. What are we doing here? Okay. No response. No. Alright, so I'm just absolutely dead in the water right now. Another 10 minutes. Don't want to do this right now. Okay. Oh, we're just gonna keep playing until I'm dead. I'm super dead, but you know what? We're here, I guess. Yeah, cool. We're done. Scroll Sphere, Teferi. Okay. I think I want to keep the best control right now. I think I can bump out these. So I need 3 more cuts. Emperor feels like it's likely to die here. This control's relevant. Well, if I'm running High Noon, this versus this. Prismatic, and then Alright, let's think. What are we pulling out? Okay, give me a second. Alright, Boros Ponza. I think I actually pulled that out. So I think this is what we do. Pest control can be annoying, but I don't think it's the end of the world. Awkward in the sense of just that. Pitch. While I would wish, well, this has like an easy combo potential. If I No, it has a surveil. Okay. Alright. Surveil. Entomb, please. Thank you. Pick red. White. Okay. If they tap out, then they would only have a solitude available. Okay. So they might be a little pressured in this situation. Alright. So we typically take a land, take the Thoughtseize. We take the frog. And then take the spell snare. I think those are the most likely to be relevant, especially with how many fucking consigns I have in hand. And then this, even though technically, usually you don't want to do that with this available. Four, five, six, seven, eight, nine. Counter. Okay. Back to exile on that. Do I wish to use the ability? No. Response. I would need. I have double blue at this point. I'll take Shadowy at this point. Keep. Keep. Thoughtseize. Wrath of God. 2, 4. Enter, destroy target. Okay, so they're in an interesting position here. Yeah, I think I'd take that one because it's the most likely to be worse for me. Demolition field. Do I care? No. Red. Black. Need a black land at this point. Gonna go with Godless Shrine that way. Black, blue. Goryos. Cool. Alright, I'm gonna draw 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Maybe I play one more consign to try and do Thoughtseize. Maybe that's what I should do. Interesting. Potentially keep a threat. This allows me to potentially play Solitude early. Okay. Alright. So in this position, I'm going to play this. He chose white, so they're probably going to go for a demolition field or whatever. I don't fetch expedition map. I think I counter that here. I think I don't want them having that. I would like a third land here. I think I'm okay with surveilling. Shadowy. Yep, another land. Okay. Cleansing. Throw this on. Yeah, I think I take the land destruction at this point. Because that forces them to tap out more mana that way. Alright. Gotta finish this match. Alright. What are they doing? They're demolition. No response. White, blue. Okay. So in this position, Watery Grave, just to have a black, blue, and Fateful Pitch. Does make the mana a little more awkward, but I think it's okay. Could theoretically just lose this from here. I should have done the third land, so that might kill me. I just went with the instinct of just not. Sure. I still gave up more cards than you, though. So that's fine. Land. The fairy. Thoughtseize. Solitude. Faithful. Okay, so they hit the Solitude, they hit with the Field of Ruin, got the Cleansing out, Solitude, so it's Wrath and something else at this point. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So at this point, I think this is how we plan out. This way I can have a third land and be able to... And they'll be at 3 lands versus or 3 mana. They're all interaction, which makes it harder for them to be able to pull back a win, but Corey, yeah. Sure, that's fine at this point. So all they have left is the Wrath of the Skies. Alright, so Wrath, I have to pay that. I do go for the Teferi here. Godless Shrine. Black, white, and blue. Cast the Teferi just further limits their interaction. And then if they try to cast it again, I can potentially just counter it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do I care? Yeah, I think I care. Actually, Wrath. Do I care? Do I actually care? No, I don't. I'm gonna go for Solitude at this point. Sure, I'm gonna destroy the land. Do I want a third land at this point? I think I do. I think even with the risk of running out of lands, I think I'm still in a good spot for it. Alright, I'll put it on there. Keep on there, upkeep. Okay. Alright. Put it on there, upkeep. So you got plus Solitude. Okay, so they have take their other card. Okay. I should have waited on that, probably. Wrath. Okay. So this is how we planned it out. Okay. Alright, so we're just going to start attacking now. And then if anything tries to remove it, then we try to counter it. Sure. Fountain port. What does that do? Alright, so I'm in a good spot from here. Okay. To the end of your next turn. Let's think here. What is it that exiled? What are they? Island. I think. I don't think I care. No. Doesn't matter. Sure. Okay. So we go ahead and just return this. Just kind of trying to constrain their mana at this point. Sure. As long as it doesn't directly remove. As long as it doesn't directly remove Solitude, I don't care. Sure. It's fine. I mean, there's always the possibility I could just draw into a Psychic Rod or something too. Okay. Now, this is where it gets interesting. I don't think I can play on the Frog right now. Do I even want to play out the Frog? That's what the question I have right now. They're definitely grinding back a little bit, but I think I'm still in a good spot. Okay, so hit another Quarry Mountain Monastery. Okay. So I think I cast that. Okay. Plains. And Island. No. I think I'm in this position now. Okay. There you go. These are my lands left. So, what's more important? think having the white right now. Do I care? What does that hit? Solitude? It hits a Solitude. So maybe I keep that on top here. Blue, black. They're definitely pulling back a little bit. It's starting to get rough for me. Have to exile. Well, that's annoying. Okay. No. Man, if they manage to pull it back from here, that's just rough, dude. Solitude. Sure. Alright, I would like something right now. I think I remove the Solitude here. Alright, so they don't have anything else exiled right now. But they're in such a commanding position. This just favors them so much. Sure. Okay, play the land. It'd be nice if they don't hit much of anything else right now. It just allows them to grind so hard, though. Wrath. That's annoying. Not the end of the world, though. Okay. So, is there anything else to fetch at this point? I don't think so. Let's see. 11, 20, let's see. Is Godless Shrine in there? Yeah, Godless Shrine is. So, Paladin, Godless. Yeah, I don't think I can cast this Solitude at free cost anymore. Maybe I should have returned the Rest in Peace. That may have been more relevant. Because that allows them to kind of just free cast Solitude when my thought process was just like that. God. Man, this is a grindy as hell game. But this is kind of where they want to be. Or for Riddler. Sure. No. He's this position where not having this in play could be relevant, but it is what it is. How many consigns are in grave? Or exile? Okay, so sure. A road. Yay. Wrath. Yay. Although we're getting real low in land count, so or deck count, so this could be interesting. They're incentivized to just draw out more lands from their deck at this point. Create a fish. Do I care about this fish? Do I care about this fish? Don't make him. You have to kill me in 22 turns. Sure. Doesn't matter at this point. Trying to just grind out their time more than anything at this point. And maybe they run out of cards in their deck. Sure. I think I can take the damage here. Let's see, how much is this? Sacrifice a token, draw a card. 2, yeah. So that's what I want to hit right now. Okay. Demolition field, okay. Sure. Yep, we cast that, make you spend some more mana. Just hit that. And you draw a card, that's fine. You're higher on time than me right now, but I think I can pull it back. Sure. Although without any blue mana, I'm probably just dead in the water. Sure. This is annoying, but you know, I'm gonna make him play out to the bitter end at this point. They're already at 16 cards up to mine 19. An extra white card here would be nice. It is what it is. Try to make them finish it out at this point. Okay. Well, this is fun doing nothing. I think I'll just get to the point where they kill me, and then I'll just fetch all my lands once I'm at 4 life. I think I'll just do that for fun. Sure. 14. Well, you can kill me before I can pull that, sure. Five, 3-turn clock. Still 3-turn. So at this point, I'm just super dead, but I'm just trying to make them grind it. See if they can actually pull it. 1, 2, 3, 6, 12, 18. Yeah. Probably a 2-turn clock at this point. Yeah, just taking away all my lands. Sure. Still got some of my cards, so I still can be able to do stuff. So at this point, I'm just super dead, but I'm just gonna make them play it. They're at 8 cards. It's not insignificant at this point. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 2-turn clock. And they can finish it out. All right. Damn. So I think in that position, just got that endpoint where they just grinded it back against me, and I just had no way to pull. The only thing maybe that I should have done instead of bouncing the Solitude, bounce the Rest in Peace so I could have potential to hit into a Traxa. Now, I did draw into it over a period, but I think that would be the most relevant position I think I could be in. I think that's probably where maybe I could have played a little more optimally, but at the same time, I think they just grinded me to dust. So, you know, it is what it is. So far, I'm feeling a lot better in my matches. I feel like I'm at least putting a lot more thought. I'm making a lot more considerations. I'm still having these critical points, I think, that are killing me, but I think as a whole, I'm definitely improving so far in these 2 leagues. So, all right, be on the play. This is doing a bunch of nothing. This is better in this position. The issue comes is just lack of ways to pitch, to put Gristle into the graveyard. No real interaction. I think I go to 5 because it just doesn't do anything. Okay, we go to 4. At this point, we're keeping our hand. benefit of being able to at least recover. Now it'd be great if we could just straight up put the tracks into the grave. Alright, so we're taking a hot second. And she doesn't keep any number of cards yet. It'd be great if they both rolled a 4 here. That's 3. They mulligan to 6. Okay. Alright, so they're definitely not focused in yet. The Thoughtseize could be interesting here. Lotus Bloom. Great. Okay, so hardcore combo control deck as well. Okay. Thoughtseizes would be pretty nice in this position. The coast. Alright, they're definitely taking a little bit more time on their clock. So I think Undercity Sewers here. I mean, if they want to waste their clock, I'm not going to complain. Yes, insta-keep. God, this would be great if they just had no means to interact. Alright, so they're definitely distracted more than likely, so not likely to matter, but, you know, if you get into grindy game 3s. Do I do the Faithful here? Maybe not. Maybe I do it here before they resolve the Thunder Trap. 5 cards in hand? Maybe I do it here. Alright, do Hallowed Fountain. Alright, pitch that one. And I think I pitched the Faithful. Because I want the land base at this point. And if I have the chance to draw a Thoughtseize, I could go that direction. Able to strip their hand. I don't think I need to automatically go for it, so I think I can grind out a little bit. Sink into Stupor. Okay. Likelihood of having anything? I don't think so.
Probably gonna go to combat here. Okay. I think I thought season that play frog. I just hold up the Goryos just for whatever I want. I have the sync because that's the one I know about, unless you just want to let me have it. War of Invention. X equals 0. So they're probably trying to go for the combo in this position. Okay. So this allows them to grind it out a little bit. This allows me to resolve. So I think I have to check the thing that's going to let me resolve. And then I think I'm going for... Okay, so take that. You can't change the target in that capacity. I think I'll wait until my end step then. Okay. So we're gonna have 5 cards in hand, gonna have a Dimeshi available. Surprised they didn't attack with that last turn. We can't block any of my flying effects. Okay. So Dimeshi, because they could do the waterlog to find Word of Invention. Like. I think for now, I don't worry. Sure. Draw a card. Four, 3. Okay. Let's think here. So if I were... I think I'm okay. I think even if they find the word here, they're trying to essentially go for the combo this turn. If they have... Yep, that's the word. 2 cards I don't know about in hand. Okay. So even if they can bounce the Goryos, They have. Let's see, 5. Let's see, which one's worse for me in this position? I could go to 2. I think I'm just playing around consigns in case they have it. Okay. Combat. Hmm. You'll pay an extra 7. Right, and ephemerate. Let's see. What do I have here? Interesting position I'm in. I think. I turn the attracts in this position. Just have both available. Okay. No, I don't think I want to do that here. Okay. So let's go ahead and do some work. Let's see. They were in this position. 1, 2, 3. I don't have the mana, so I think I can just safely ephemerate. Force negation. Attracts at breeding pool. Pest control. Okay. So 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. response. No. Combat. Swim with 14. Sure. You don't need to cast anything else at this point. I still have Consign and Force of Negation, so I don't care. Sure. So they still just have the Hydroelectric Specimen. Okay. The only way I lose this at this point is if I get too greedy. Don't care. That's fine. Okay. Alright. Philology's relevant. Thunder Trap's relevant, so that might be worth the Spell Snare. Okay. So. But I think with everything else I have here. Okay. So. We're gonna go ahead and just board that way. Prismatic's nice. Pest Control isn't relevant. Just Prismatic, and I don't think it actually matters here. Like, you can exile some things, but more often than not, it's not going to really matter that much. Faithful, I definitely want. Maybe I just go full out Ephemerate. 7, 8. Let me think. Okay, the Emperor Bones can go here because just need more pieces of interaction at this point. Riddler is a nice way to recover. But let's see. I think maybe with down one Riddler, just so I can keep the combo going and have everything else. I kind of want one Ephemerate, but I think I have to play it smart here. I think I have to respect the plan. Okay. Alright, so I'm still up on time too. So I'm up one game and I'm still up on time. Alright, so this has an early interaction. This has a coherent game plan. I think I keep. Because the Faithfuls and the Riddler allows me to be able to draw cards and present a potential threat. And that's pretty nice. Alright. I want Watery Grave. Black. Alright. Char Belcher. But let's see, what's worse for me in this position? They play the trainers, but they can grind out them. Do I mana deny them? But Druid Duke generally doesn't recommend mana denying. Let's see. This would allow them to find their third land. I don't have any interaction with the Belcher right now, so it's between this and this, I think. And I think stopping my game plan is the worst place to be there. Okay. Play a trainer. Cluster. Sure. So I'm gonna know all 5 cards of their hand. It'd be nice if I could draw like a third land or a second Thoughtseize. Second Sink of a Stupor. Yeah, I figured they were gonna find mana that way. Okay. I guess we'll do it again. Second Belcher. Alright, so Belchers are pretty redundant at this point. Although being able to drain them with that could be relevant. Although I think I'd just take the Tameshi here. I think that's the worst card for me right now. And then if they want to play the Belcher, then I could potentially dispute it. Two, 3, 4, 5. I think I'm just trying to drain them of resources right now. They have 3 cards I don't know about in hand. Okay, so gonna hit me for 1. I think in this position, wait, I want to hit my 3rd land drop right now. Pitch. Pitch. Alright, so Godless. I think whatever they hit next. All they need is 4 mana there, which could be awkward. This allows them to potentially get back that way, so I think 2 Belchers are what I'm having to deal with right now. Don't have a 4th land. Okay, that's good. Okay. Black, blue, and then if they manage to hit 1 Belcher. Although if I hit a Force of Negation, okay, sure. They're trying to spike the land, trying to keep me from being able to draw cards at this point. And this is hitting me down. I'm real low right now, but I think I can start to grind it back and I'll be okay. No extra land. So they might have interaction at this point. Maybe another Flare of Denial. Sure. That's fine. Disrupting. Sink. Yep. So this is what we're trying to play towards at this point. Green, black. Whoop. Okay, put another Trax into Grave. Draw extra card in hand. Okay, go to 4. Okay, so 1 Belcher out. This is where it can get difficult. What am I trying to do at this point? I draw 2 cards. Go to 6. What draws me more cards? This draws me. This just draws straight into hand, though. I think I have to play towards that. If they manage to just get me, then they got me, you know? Maybe I should have taken out the Belcher earlier, but... Okay. I think I want a Plains. It doesn't really matter too much, but... And this could potentially draw me into an Atraxa to get more cards. Okay. I can see the direction we're going now. So, they cast Belcher. Oh, that's nice, too. Yep. Do a Belcher. 2 cards in hand. No attacks. Okay, so black and blue. Play the frog. Okay. Discard. Here. And then blue. Play it to fairy. If they have the force, I'm fucked, but... Okay. Yep, it's a Belcher. Okay. This doesn't matter. And this doesn't matter now. Okay, Williams don't matter. Blue. Warpin. Okay. Black. Hold up. Okay, do that. Okay, so one. Hold on. Take a land. Take a creature. Take an instant. That's all I got there. Trying to think. 42 cards, that doesn't matter. 8, 7, 15. Yeah, I can kill them. Yes!
Let's go. We are on the map. Woo! Boy. Man, that was a rush. We managed to come back from a Molda 4 in game 1. Managed to pull it back, play around until we wanted to go for the Goryos, I think, at the most optimal point. And then from here, we just grinded them into the dust and just managed to pull it before they could kill us. Whew, that was a rush. GG, dude. GG's. Yeah. All right.
All right, on the draw. I think Thoughtseize, Solitude, Riddler seems decent. Although I might be tempted just to hold and fetch with a Flooded Strand to see if I can kind of grind it out a little bit. I could regret a mulligan more aggressively for it looks like a Cosmos Glyph deck of some sort. Alright. Alright. Faithful is nice to have. So alright, so I think we're gonna find Godless Shrine here. Alright. What are we doing here? So they would play Pull from Eternity. Proposition Capstone. Okay, so I think we gotta take that one. This is a deck that is doing something. Alright, so take the Goryos. They found a starting town. Alright. Okay. Alright. So we're gonna go Hallowed Fountain, blue, white, and faithful. Alright. There we go. Alright. So let's just go ahead and go for Atraxa. Cool. Alright, so Spell Snare, Surgical, Thoughtseize, Nile. It's a weird little deck. Alright. That seems like the right decision. Alright. Consign to Fairy. Pest Control. Probably keep the Emperor Bones here. Maybe I don't need the Thoughtseize. Maybe do it like this. Just go for the Thoughtseize. This is a weird deck. I have no idea what it's doing. Maybe I should take out the Prismatic. Okay. No way to interact here. I think I'm mulligan. Okay. I think I keep this. Draw 6 new cards. Alright. I think in this position, I just go this way. Alright, they're going to be at starting 5 cards? I don't know what's happening in this hand. This deck is doing something, okay? Okay. That was... Okay. That was... I thought this was just going to be a Cosmogoid deck, and then they just conceded? Alright, I'll be able to play Cameo. This is all interaction, so let's try mulligan for at least a hand that does something. I mean, I have no way to Goryos. I have no threat. So I think I'm going to go to a 5 with this one. I'm keeping 7. I think I'm okay with going to 5. This is much better. Alright. I think this is what we'll do. Build towards a combo. I think I don't need it. I could do the Riddler, but I think in this position I'm probably playing more towards the Atraxa. Alright, looks like Prowess. Alright, that's exactly what I'm looking for here. Okay, Monastery Swift Spear. Alright. Alright. Blue and white. Hit this one. Pitch this one down. Alright. This is what we're doing. Alright, let's see. Alright, and then let's go for Atraxa. God damn. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate. We just got unlucky. If we ideally had... Yeah. Maybe I could have gone for that and just be able to have that better. Okay. Oh, what? Alright, well, that is something to learn. Alright, well, I just made that mistake. Quarry Steel Monastery, sure. So Quarry Steel Cutter, sure. Alright. Alright, I made a mistake. That's my fault. Alright, well, I'm probably going to be dying to this. Okay. Put that on top. And then warp in the Riddler. And then, well, at least it's something still. Alright, well, this is going to be rough. Probably going to die, but we'll see what we can do. 1, 2, 3. I need to keep in mind of an unholy heat in this situation. Okay. So here we go. Are you going to swing with both? I feel like I'm incentivized here because they can't kill me with unholy heat this way. Gonna hit me with a bolt anyways. Cool. Cool. Alright, well, we're probably gonna be dead. Although, you just wanted to, like, hold out the bolt that way. Okay, that makes sense. Cool. Alright. So I'm probably dead, but we'll see how we play this out. So, at this point, I either do the Faithful or I do the Solitude. Solitude can exile 2 things, or hit exile 1 thing and block another. But I feel like I'm probably already too behind for that, so I feel like I have to probably go for the combo. We'll see how it plays out. Plus, if it's in this situation, the Faithful could potentially just be another way to evoke the Solitude. Okay. Alright. A lava dart. Okay. White, blue, Faithful. Alright, well, it'd be nice if there's an actual thing in grave for that. But it looks like we're just dead. Alright, let's try this again. I messed that one up so hard. If I had done it properly, I would have been in a better position. I also got screwed on my mana base there, so, it is what it is. I think we do like that. I think we take out the Thoughtseizes, take out the Consign, take out the Teferi, and I think we go like this. Alright, well, if it's 2-3, that's just because I was dumb and misclicked. But if we manage to pull back and win 2 games out of here, that'd be real nice. So we're gonna go from here. That 4th match also was just like, what the fuck? Okay. And on the die roll, I would like to play first. This feels so fucking close. Like, I think I keep it with the double Goryo available and then try and... Sure. And then Okay. Are you hitting a mountain or a steam vents? Probably steam. Yeah, probably steam vents. Okay. I could also just potentially do Solitude that way if I need to. Okay. Blue, black, frog. And then just hold up the Solitude to exile if needed. Okay. Dragon's Rage Channeler. Dragon's Rage Channeler. Okay. Alright. Tempted to keep this. Okay, that's real nice. Alright, so we have some options here. We could do Riddler, warp it, and then try and hit a third land. I think the safer move is just to exile a bunch of cards right now. Alright, hit this one. Hit that one. Go to combat. And see if they want to block. Okay, maybe I draw a third land. I didn't, but it's okay. So from here, we'll just pass. Corey Steel Cutter, sure. 1, 2. Tormod's Crypt, sure. I do not care. That's fine. So you can play out that third land now. This is a 2/2. I think I'm okay to block. Not block. I think I'm okay with that. No response. Hit this one. Alright. I think in this position, then I try and do Riddler shenanigans. That's by paying warp. When this creature enters this card. And draw 2. Alright. A 1 life. And then I need Hallowed Fountain here. Make sure I click the right one. Yes. And then I will do this. I know, but it's fine in this position. Combat. I think I'd rather just exile more creatures than anything. Draw. Cool. Response. I probably should have done that, but it's whatever. What would be real fun is drawing another. I should have also done the Riddler just because I would have Solitude. It'd be fine. Alright. Black. No, let's not do it yet. Let's go to combat. Draw a card. Okay. So we're in an interesting position here. If I manage to draw an attract that I can play Pest Control, force them to crack, and then I'll be in an okay spot. I might cycle this at this point. We'll see how it goes. Slip shot. Sure. I think I want to still just hold up the Faithful Flashback right now. Alright, so let's go to combat. Swing with this one right now. How much do you want to block? Okay. And alright, expressive. I don't think I care about that here. They're trying to see if they can pull it back a little bit. I have to be very careful how I play here. I could have played the other frog out earlier and then they would have been dead, but I think I just kind of forgot to do that. So that's my own fault there. Chess guy. Okay. Five, 7. Interesting. Cast with 2 colors. They're out of mana at this point. Do I care? No. Do I, though? No, it's fine. I think the way I lose this is if I blink first. Alright. Let's see. I need to make sure I have black available. Okay, so we'll just hit it under City Sewers. I don't think I need this right now. Wrath X equals 2, it looks like. Yeah. No, yeah, we could do it like that. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright. Cool. Got game 2. Let's see if we can pull it back for game 3. I like the deck construction, except, hold on. That's, what am I missing? What am I missing? I'm missing, no, it's fine. Alright, Mole Mulligan. Okay, I will keep this. I think the weakest card in this situation is probably the Emperor. So we'll get rid of the Emperor here. Although the Emperor could probably get that, but it's fine. Running the white land in Prowess is really interesting. Okay. Okay. Take 2. Sure. That's fine. Alright, so we have some options here. But I'll fetch for a Meticulous on the end step. If they play out a second 1-mana creature, then, or a third, then I'll consider the Pest Control. Dragon's Race Channeler and Lava Dart. Okay. So they're gonna go real aggressive here. They mold to how many lands? Moldigan. I mold to 6. They started with 7, so cool. You're trying to open up the route with that. Alright. Obviously Meticulous Archive. Yeah, I think I keep the 3rd land. Black and white Pest Control. Alright, so not out of the woods yet. Not in the woods right now, so we'll see how this plays out. Monastery Swift Spear. Okay. It'd be nice to hit an Ephemerate if we could. Sure, that's fine. Go to 10. I should have won game 1, but I'm already at 10. It is what it is. Blue, black, frog. I have not as great of a hand in this situation, but could be worse. You gonna bolt me? Swift Spear. Okay. Unholy Heat. What am I playing towards at this point? We already have Delirium, I'm assuming. 1, 2, 3, 4. Which is unfortunate, but I think it has to be what it is. I think in this situation, I have to pitch the Attrax, and if they just do that, then I'm just kind of fucked. It is what it is. I mean, the hope at this point. 7. 5. Sure. Go to 7. Okay. Okay, well, I'm dead next turn. We'll see how this goes. Let's see. Shadowy. Well, here we go. Oh, we're probably dead, but, you know, it is what it is. Alright, no cards in hand. Let's just hope to God they can't kill us. Sure. Tormod's card right now is our problem. Probably drew it the turn after. Yeah, we're dead. Yay. Ooh, dead. Alright. Well, that was the end of that. We got half of our play points back. Realistically, I should have gone 3-2 there. It's kind of disappointing at the end there. I messed up the clicks. I did get unlucky in terms of what I hit. Because if I had a Hallowed Fountain, I would have had a distraction in the play. But not clicking there definitely put me out of the game, and I think I messed up that. So it is what it is. Oh well. Thank you for watching this. I've felt like I've improved a lot. I felt like I've demonstrated a lot of growth. And as a whole, I feel much better about my play patterns and my decision trees and my thought processes. Bits and pieces, like I could have done, like in that other game, I could have done Riddler into holding up Solitude because I was thinking about Solitude Ephemerate, but like, if I had a white card, then I can just cast Solitude Ephemerate with that, and then I'd be good. But it is what it is. Actually, I can't do that anyway, so it doesn't matter, but it's fine. Alright, GG, thank you very much, take care.